Hello and welcome to Daily Gamer. Today I'll be showing you our first impressions into the survival game Rust. Rust came out with its early access way back in 2013, with its full release in 2018. But as of the end of 2020, it has seen a surge in popularity. So we just wanted to dive in and see for ourselves what this game is all about. When you first load up Rust, the first thing you have to do is pick a server. Once inside, you'll be prompted to wake up. You are randomly placed on a large map, usually by the water's edge with only a rock and a torch. From here, you have to start gathering materials like wood and stone using your rock, until you are able to craft yourself better items like a stone hatchet and a stone pickaxe to be able to gather more efficiently. You can also start to craft weapons like a wooden spear or a wooden bow to either protect yourself from other players and wild animals, or to kill animals for food and other players for their loot. As you can see, you need to keep your food and water levels up, otherwise you can die from thirst and starvation. There are plenty of ways to get food, either killing an animal which you can then cook its meat, or by foraging food like berries, mushrooms, potatoes, and much more. You can also plant seeds which will eventually grow as long as you look after them properly. As well as foraging for food, you can also forage hemp, which will give you cloth to be able to craft yourself clothes among various other things. Temperature plays a part in Rust as well. If you are in a cold section of the map, you can be too cold, especially if you are wet at the same time. You can also be too hot in a desert part of the map wearing too many clothes. The first thing you want to do when you start Rust is build a little shelter that has a sleeping bag inside. The sleeping bag will act as a home point for you, basically meaning if you die, you can respawn back to your sleeping bag instead of somewhere random. This is helpful as you can create a base of operations for yourself, where you can store resources or items. You can also make your structures stronger to keep people out, starting with twig, then wood, stone, sheet metal, and finally armored. But be aware, the bigger and stronger your base, the more expensive it is to maintain, as your building can decay. So make sure you build a tool cupboard and keep it well stocked. Rust is all about survival, but it's also about exploring, learning, and growing. You can explore the map to find new items, learn how to craft those items, and grow with what you have learned into a sophisticated operation. Or you can just go all out PvP and kill anyone you see, which is the approach many people like to take. As you have probably guessed by now, there is plenty of ways to die, from a bear attack to another player just wanting what you own. You always have to be alert, but ultimately this game is full of possibilities and endless fun. This has been our first impressions into Rust, and we at Daily Gamer highly recommend it. If there are any more games you would like us to look into for you, let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more gaming content.